join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
Freedom!
Hear me, my chiefs. I am tired. My heart is sick and sad. From where the sun now stands, I will fight no more forever.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation.
I grew up like a neglected weed, ignorant of liberty, having no experience of it.
Conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men
and women
are created equal.
All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
If the white man wants to live in peace with the Indian, he can live in peace. Treat all men alike. Give them all the same law. Give them all an even chance to live and grow.
50 years ago, the great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity.
All I was doing was trying to get home from work.
My dear Mr. President, I was sitting in the audience at the summit meeting of Negro leaders yesterday when you said we must have patience. On hearing you say this, I felt like standing up and saying, "Oh no, not again."
Oh no. There was one of two things I had the right to, liberty or death.
Liberty, death.
If I could not have one, I would take the other. For no man should take me alive. I should fight for liberty as long as my strength lasted.
Gay brothers and sisters, you must come out.
Come out.
Come out to your parents.
Come out.
Come out to your relatives.
Come out.
Come out to your friends.
Come out.
Indeed, they are your friends.
Come out.
Where, after all, do universal rights begin? In small places close to home. Unless these rights have meaning there, they have little meaning anywhere.
I respectfully remind you, sir, that we have been the most patient of all people.
Break down the myths. Destroy the lies and distortions for the sake of the youngsters.
Men, their rights and nothing more. Women, their rights and nothing less. Suffrage is the pivotal right.
All the people.
All young people, regardless of sexual orientation or identity, deserve a safe and supportive environment in which to achieve their full potential.
Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure.
Endure.
I had given up my bus seat before, but this day I was especially tired. Tired from my work as a seamstress, and tired from the ache in my heart. The only tired I was tired of giving in.
When you said we must have self-respect, I wondered how we could have self-respect and remain patient considering the treatment accorded us through the years.
It does not require many words to speak the truth. Whenever the white man treats the Indian as they treat each other, then we shall have no more wars.
Organize, agitate, educate must be our war cry. Failure is impossible. Men in need are not free men.
We want to enjoy now the rights we feel we are entitled to as Americans. This we cannot do unless we pursue aggressively goals which all other Americans achieved over 150 years ago.
Let me be a free man, free to travel, free to stop, free to work, free to trade.
Free.
You must never be fearful about what you are doing when it is right. Remember, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
Cautious, careful people, always casting about to preserve their reputation and social standing, never can bring about a reform.
Without hope, not only gays, but the blacks, the seniors, the handicapped, the us's.
Yes.
The us's will give up.
Arrest me for sitting on a bus? Do what you may.
Free to choose my own teachers, free to follow the religion of my fathers.
If a gay can win, it means that there is hope for the system, that it can work for all minorities if we fight. We've given them hope.
Life was meant to be lived. One must never, for whatever reason, turn his back on life.
There is something that I now must say to my people who stand on the warm threshold which leads into the palace of justice. In the process of gaining our rightful place, we must not be guilty of wrongful deeds. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred.
We the people.
Free to think and talk and act for myself, and I will obey every law, or submit to the penalty.
Free.
Remember always that you not only have the right to be an individual, you have an obligation to be one.
All men are created equal. No matter how hard you try, you can never erase those words. That is what America is all about.
America.
All men were made by the same great spirit chief. They are all brothers.
And sisters.
We must forever conduct our struggle on the high plane of dignity and discipline. We must not allow our creative protest to degenerate into physical violence. Again and again, we must rise up to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with spiritual force.